Hello, everybody. It's me, Jarius, and I am here with another DWD, Jarius, on the third episode here. Um, and I thought I would have uh, a little session of drawing heads and studying them of my inspiration, Souchiro Yamamoto, if you will. And yes, um, I thought I'd, settle down and really get a session going into where I can really try and understand um, the thought process, or like, have a better understanding of his style, and as well as get some good practice in on drawing heads. So yeah, um I do want to apologize. As I was editing this, I saw that the first half, the drawings are a bit blurred and you can see my crisp hands. So yes, hopefully you can bear with that, and appreciate the my good looking hands. uh, Later on, though, it does get more crisp, so there is the good there. But yes, I uh, I also saw this as a good opportunity to talk really thorough about my love for uh, the my favorite anime as well, because as it may seem that my favorite artist also is the author of my favorite anime, Karkejozu no Takagi-san. um, it's really nice to look back on how um, things started. I actually when it came to anime, I'm not somebody who necessarily grew up with anime specifically. Like, I would watch Dragon Ball, and I knew Yu-Gi-Oh through my brother, and I did watch Sonic X and Avatar, and all that. And but it's like when I went into it, I didn't uh, go into watching it knowing that it was anime. I just watched it because it was, I liked it. It was um, really cool, and it I just liked it. Yeah. Um, it wasn't until, like, much later in my senior year, or not senior, my junior year of high school, that I caught wind of Doki Doki Literature Club, DDLZ, and I got introduced to that by my cousins, and it was really the that got me interested in giving anime a real shot. And so I just, after finishing the game, and uh, I wanted to see, what's anime about? Like, let's see what kinds of series that we can watch. Um, and ironically, the first one that I ever watched was Taki. Um, and I just immediately fell in love right away. um, it was, it's cute. It's had beautiful scenery, and it's like the characters themselves. It's like, meh. You know, the dynamic that Takagi and Shikata have. It's very cute, and I love how it's done in a way that um, feels modernized, actually, as far as the romance goes, because you know they're middle schoolers, and um, it's wholesome to see them like when I remember I had this big TV up in my room. I don't anymore, and I got the that feeling to just, okay, I want to draw Takagi because I love the character so much. Like she's so funny, she's cute, she's the real star of, you know, Tato Card, the anime. She really uh, kept me interested in the series, and it it really feels like a domino kind of effect because um, I also like didn't want to just stop at watching the anime. I also wanted to read through the manga, you know, and really see just how the story really ends, you know, and it's cute. It's really cute. It's really something. You know, like I was very um I got a bit lost actually. um reading how the story ends because again, it was the first anime that I watched, and it wasn't the only one for sure. Like I went on a watching anime spree when I first started. Like I watched Kill a Kill, uh, My Hero, uh, this one Somali and the Forest Spirit, Railgun, um, Shunibyo, Data Live. I haven't watched all of that one actually. Um, you know, it's just etc. etc. Like I really like once I got on the train, I didn't want to get off. You know, and teasing Master Tagi-san really got the train going because I wanted to see just how far I this like how far anime has changed because it's like, you know, at first I didn't want to get into it because it it was so, you know, that things can get real like uh pervy, I guess. You know, like the hentai, like, honestly, and I didn't want to get into all that because like in the beginning it's like that was my first impressions when it came to anime. Um, because it's such a popular thing, you know, like uh, over stimulating and what's the word? I don't know. Um, and I just didn't. It just did. I wasn't into it all, and I wasn't into that. Um, but then you know, DDLC came into the picture, and then uh, I was wanted to give anime a chance, and yeah, the first chance I gave it, I ran into my favorite anime. I and as far as uh, the style is concerned, it was really cute, and uh, going back to you know the artist himself, like his style of painting is like literally what I have envisioned for my own style because um when it came to art and drawing, like I didn't like realism. It felt too uh like fixed for me. And you know, I wasn't feeling it. But you know, like I was saying when drawing Takagi, um it just hit me like I can just draw in the anime style. You know, like that's when it was, and I wanted to see how um, drawing could turn out if I drew it in the cartoony style rather than realistic. Because um, there's a sense of irony too. Because when I first started, I didn't like just draw straight from anime because it seemed way too simplified for like me to get a hold on it. Like uh, I had to uh, really think about it and draw from life and then work up to the style because anime is just an exaggerated and stylized variation of real life, so um, doing that I was like it was very hard. It was very hard. But it was something that I had to do and uh, push through because I mean not everything that I've drawn I've liked, you know. um, like when practicing something that I struggle with too, like when practicing breasts, obviously you gotta draw the boobs and it can't have it look bad because when you draw them good, it's like, oh yeah, that's good. And then when you draw them bad, it's like, ugh, like it's so. Nobody's gonna want to look at that. um, of course, how you get better at drawing them is just you draw them more. The more you draw, the better you get at it, you know? Uh, and it's not a something that I take pleasure in, if you will. Like, get the old jokes aside. It's just something that I'm uh, not particularly comfortable with. Looking at naked women and drawing them. But that's like the reality of it, you know? Like, you just, um, it's anatomy and all that. Um, the same goes with the faces. Like, um, I say comments, a lot of times it's like, why is their head such a big ass head? And I'm like, why is it so big? Why do I draw a head so big? Like, why am I doing this? You know? And uh, that's another thing that I'm trying to figure out. Why is that happening? Uh, and I thought that doing these uh, drawings would help out with that. And after I got done with them all, I'd say definitely I have a better understanding of, not to draw them so big, or like have a better concept of overall heads, because I want to get better at what I do and drawing in general. Um, in order to do that, it hasn't been uh, easy. Well, like um, a walk in the park for me to understand. And I'm trying to understand, like, why do heads, like, the the proportions, I think, is what I am stumbling on, because it's like um that's when you get into the technical side of things. I mean, technical is probably too strong of a word, but for me, it feels technical. Um, and I'm not the most technical person, um, but it's something that is a necessity. Because guidelines, I mean, you don't have them, and they're gonna be looking like you know crazed eyeballs and all that. So I I do want to avoid that. mm, Man, still waking up, y'all. It's still in the morning that I'm recording this. Uh, I drew this in the night though, so figured I'd uh, do the voiceover in the morning. So speaking of the morning, I'm actually an early bird, if you uh, can relate. then you could probably understand the the frustrations of uh, not getting more sleep than you want. Like I I I get a little jelly of people who like are able to sleep in and like uh run with it, because it's like um getting my morning water, and it's like uh I love the feeling of uh sleepiness, if that makes sense. Like I love how it just feels nice, but it's like being an early bird. Like you get the sleep that your body needs and is enough with, and it's just it's just that, like, afterwards being in bed, it just you know feels like being in bed. uh like and here's another thing too. I'm not sure if being an early bird has to do with it as well, but like when I wake up, there is no going back to sleep. Like it's a one and done kind of thing, and it's uh the thing that sucks about it too, because it's like if something wakes me up during the night, whatever it may be, like it's just over. Like there is no going back to sleep. Ugh. Um, of course, I still feel, yawning and sleeping like I am now. But it's like if I were to go in bed right now, like I just I wouldn't feel tired and sleepy. I just feel like, I'm in bed. I'm in bed. What's new? um, but yeah, it's a little bit of a interesting tale of how it even started with me being a morning person, because uh, I'm the son of a early bird and a night owl, so it's like very interesting because I I essentially can wake up and stay up as long as I want, and I'll still be able to function no matter how different. Uh, so that's nice. I'm I'm very versatile when it comes to sleep and how much sleep I actually need. Um, and as far as like uh, getting cemented, if you will, into waking up in the morning. Uh, in school, I think starting since I was in um, seventh grade, I I was getting up in at 5:30 in the morning every day, from seventh grade all the way to you know uh, senior year in high school. So I'll let you do the math on how many years that is because I forgot how old you are when you're in seventh grade. Uh, yeah. And I did not like it for the longest time. It was primarily because of school, uh, specifically, really. Um, I liked it. Uh, I enjoyed it because it's like in those days, um, I didn't eat breakfast, yeah, but what I miss about those days, um, it's gonna sound real, may sound a little goofy, but like um, the morning showers, it's like they were very solemning to me. It was, basically getting me ready for the day. Um, Honestly, I don't take showers every day. Like, I mean, like 2 days, maybe uh, TMI, but yeah, I do take showers. Okay, I do take showers. Right, like to that extent, definitely not. Because uh, immediately after I got up, I would take a shower. I'd be there for like an hour of showering, and it was it gave me. Oh my gosh, I need to stop yawning. It gave me a way to just think about everything. Like what was going to be going on for that day and how was I going to play things out and what I wanted to say, what I wanted to do, what I would like to do throughout the day. And um, I couldn't, I couldn't catch a break when it was in those days in school because like there was always something going on, you know. School was very hard for me. Uh, oh, and going about the drawing that I'm seeing here, I my mechanical pencil wasn't working, so I resorted to a pen. Uh, by the way, and then I quickly found out that okay, this isn't gonna work. Uh, but anyway, yeah, like at school, it was difficult because there was all kinds of homework and um, it was hard to keep track of everything because I had uh, different kinds of classes, managing uh, different topics at once in the same day just to others it may seem part of the norm, but like for me it wasn't the easiest for sure because I Like for me, it was hard to uh, keep track of everything, and uh, I wasn't talkative during the school. Like I pretty much kept to myself vast majority of it, honestly. Um, I didn't come across a lot of uh, people that uh, were nice and like even with the ones that I did, it was hard to talk to in general. Uh, like I would have scenes play up in my head, and then when uh, get it through. But yeah, um, going back to the waking up early, a lot of credit to is my mom. She did not let me skip a beat. Mm-hmm. Um, Honestly, if it wasn't for her, a lot of the days in school, I would have just missed because yeah, I did not want to get up. Uh, and uh, something that was really nice in those days is that like uh, it made for time to spend with her, even if it was just a bit, because that was when she had to get up and go to work. Uh, I didn't have much like um, Pacific time with my mom and dad when we were in the teen years and the growing up years. Now we definitely have time, but back then it was kind of like grasping for straws. Uh, but yeah, like uh, having to wake up that early was definitely a blessing. Uh, because it's like when you wake up early in the day, like um, if the day feels much longer than it would if you woke up at say 12 p.m. Um, because you have an extra 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, extra 8 hours. Yes, I counted. An extra 8 hours in the day versus if you go in 12 p.m. and then you go sleep at like 10, you have 10 hours of sleep. I mean, 10 hours of the day. And then you wake up that early, now you have an extra 8 hours, and that puts you at 18 hours in the day. And it's like now there's uh, it's a thing that I like to wake up early because it's like I have much more breathing room per se. Like um, I don't have to feel like, oh, okay, so what am I gonna do for today? What am I gonna draw? What time am I gonna have in for practice? Like with that extra hours, like I have much more uh, opportunity to do the things that I want in the time that I have. Um, like especially trying to fit in uh, now this YouTube, because uh, as I get better and better with these editing, it uh, there's going to be more editing and more time for it to take. And time is most valuable. So, yes. But I I would like to do more YouTube, and it's YouTube is actually something that um, been wanting to do since since I first started. But it did seem like it was good timing because I mean, if I had started right off the bat, like what would there be to watch? Like, or like more specifically, like um, I wanted like focusing much more on actually improving than like doing videos because it's like it would it feels like that would be such a a juggle, you know, like of making videos versus like trying to get better at drawing. Because like now I feel comfortable to a point where I um, can juggle doing videos and getting better at drawing. As uh, the thing is too, like uh, social media hasn't been very nice to me. Like I haven't been uh, getting a good feel at social media because it's like uh, it feels uh, uh, manipulative, I guess. Like if I get the most um, like I see the common theme where it's like getting the most likes or getting the most views. It's like determines your worth, and I see people say things like that. I'm like, what? Like, how does that make sense? I don't get that. Like, you're basing your values off of superficial thing like likes and all that. Because I was catching on to it. It was getting on me too, and you know, it was really nice to see that. It's really nice to see that. And then it's like I caught on to that game, and it's like then now I don't want to get so enveloped in social media. Like, it's something that, as an artist and uh, wanting to reach people and, share what I love, it's social media is something that I'm having to get into now. Like, it's like I made a peace with myself. Like, just because I'm into it doesn't mean I have to be, you know, uh, like base myself off of it. Like, I don't need to have the most likes to know that that was good. Like I was, like I'm joyful at what I drew. Um, oh, and as I was mentioning about the Megamind heads, if you can uh, see from the top head there, yeah, that was definitely a Megamind head right there. uh, oh my goodness. I still find ways to do Megamind hits, you guys. I'm still doing Megamind hits. Uh, but about heads, though, I did uh, get to watching um, Draw Like a Sir's uh, videos about proportions and drawing the eyes and all that. And, I am definitely going to uh, off camera do more of these studies of Souchiro Yamamoto and um, bear in mind what Draw Like a Sir was talking about so that I can uh, properly understand more on detail on drawing heads. Um, there's another thing too that a book that I keep going back to is Michael Hampton's Design and Invention figure drawing, and that book is like what I kept up with. Uh, uh, One of the first things I uh, learned about when I first started drawing, because uh, that book is very informative and there is so much to take away from that book. And um, I only took uh, snippets here and there from it because it's like there's like just too much, so much information in that book. And yeah, it just made for good um, learning on how to draw. And it they don't he doesn't do it in the anime style, of course, but that doesn't make it any less informative and uh, learning and all that. uh, I'm getting a feel for these heads right now, and I'm just firmly taking in still that first head right there, y'all. Oh my goodness, it looks like a balloon. Uh, guys, I need some help. Oh my goodness. Uh, um, oh my gosh. Ah, it's so fun. It's so funny. Um, getting getting to see the um what still there is to learn, and um I'm like working on like not being so uh uh self sabotage, not like so mean to myself. As basically whenever there's like something wrong, I because that's another thing too on like uh I kept so much to myself uh in my first uh years of drawing, because I've been at this for 5 years now, and it's like, yeah, there's still so much I have yet to learn, and it's been, a long journey. Um, and when I wanted to pick up drawing, I knew it was going to be terrible. It was going to be ugly. It was going to be just downright bad. And even with that in mind, I still got frustrated with myself with how bad it was. Um, like it's so like because I didn't want to be bad. Obviously, I mean, who wants to, And like uh, it was like going on for so long until it was like things really started to uh, come together, and um, like took a while for like something to really see happen, and I just wanted to understand why it is that it's taking me so long to get a feel for this. Like, um, and it's just, natural because drawing itself is hard, and with it being me, that makes it even harder. Um, because there's just so much that uh, uh, there's so much to take into account with drawing, like the heads, the eyes, the hands, the nose, the hair, the rendering, the feet, like the boobs, is like it piles up so quickly, and it's like when you're drawing, you're subconsciously doing all those things at once, and when it comes to improving on those things, like it's like I think what I'm having to do is like sit down and focus and hone in on getting better at one thing, um, and then until I'm satisfied, like okay, that's good enough. We can move on to the next aspect of the drawing, and that's essentially like what's going on right now. Because uh, right now I'm trying to get a feel for like drawing heads and proportions specifically, because like I don't want to draw Mega Mind heads. I that I'm um it's like that's a habit that I have seen with uh my drawings is Megamind heads, and uh trying to figure out why that's happening. Like I'm drawing the head too big. It's either I'm drawing the jaw too small. It's like where the eyes are too small, they're too big, and it's like, okay, you know what? Let's really sit down and uh, take a page from other artists. My favorite one right now, and just try and understand what was he thinking when he was making this. Like putting it into the best that I can do, and as it uh, has these practices have progressed. As I was drawing them, I could already feel, getting a better understanding of uh, how to do it. And with the Draw Like a Sir's videos and um, the Michael Hampton's take on drawing heads, uh, taking those into consideration too is what's definitely getting me more intrigued on how they're going to turn out now, because uh, I will put more technical effort into how they turn out. Um, but yeah, that's uh, uh, we're getting into the end here, and I just wanted to share my share a little page in my uh, practices to getting better, because like I am not driven by like having the most likes or getting the most views on whatever drawing I'm making, because it's like it's been hasn't been the highest, biggest right now for the longest time, which is fine. I believe in that all that is gonna follow uh, with consistency in the work, and I'll have my moment. Mm-hmm. Um, with other people that'll see it anyway. I I I'm just getting fulfilled. It's like we're um, getting better at what we love. So that's nice. It's nice to be there. But yeah, just thank you guys for watching, and um, for no matter how small it may be, uh, I think of the bigger picture here, because like um, what I would like YouTube to be is a bit like a journal of how it's been, and I'm just very like excited to see how things are really going to turn out, because I'm always uh, trying to get a understanding of what is going on, and like how can I like kick it up a notch, essentially, because the one thing that I definitely don't want to be in when it comes to drawing is be comfortable with where I'm at, because um, it's like being comfortable with whatever it may be. It's like you don't think of um, like uh, getting better, like, or like challenging yourself, really, because um, it would be so easy to just feel like, all right, this is good enough. We don't need to practice anymore. We just go at it as is, and you know, uh, I don't, I don't. That's not for me. Um, like I'm always looking for something to get better on, and it's like a matter of self development, and um, it's something that's really nice to feel, and see, because uh, I still have that sketchbook of my first drawing ever, and that was of Takagi. Um, and I still remember that moment. Like it was what really got me to uh, revelation to I'll draw anime. But yeah, it's just really nice to see that. Oh yes, and another thing too, you may see a lot. I use printer paper, and I like using printer paper because it's like it takes the edge off of like that I am using state of the art uh, equipment, and helps me helps to remind myself that like it doesn't have to be perfect, or like it gives me room for error so that I don't have to uh, feel like a perfectionist, because you know uh, I mean I'm already uh, facing that as is with drawing, so it's like uh, doing these on the printer paper. It it feels relaxing. So, and they're expendable too. So I have plenty of uh, printer paper. Whereas with sketchbook paper, it's like I those ones I'll use for like um whenever I'm like using the good old uh shading, cell shading, and all that. So I reserve it for that. But other than that, yeah, I pretty much use printer paper for everything. Well, I don't know if you've been hearing it, but I'm hungry. My stomach has been rumbling, and I've been trying to tell it to shut up. Uh, again, this is in the morning, so I am looking forward to eating some uh, brisket. If you're into the meat game, because I know I am. Yes, I am. Uh, but yeah, I was gonna uh, edit this out. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna eat first, and then I'll edit this out. We gotta have priorities, guys. We gotta set the priorities straight. But yeah, I think this is the last head we got here, so we're pretty much done here, you guys. So thank you for watching up to this point. We are getting better at trying not to draw Megamind heads, y'all. Just drawing big heads at best, okay? Perhaps the Megamind heads, I don't know. Maybe not. Not too much Megamind, you know? Uh, but yeah. Uh, thank you guys. Oh my gosh. After I eat, I'm gonna wake up for sure. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.